So, welcome to Healing Your Mom Wound, a podcast where we go a little more into depth about how to find self-love, self-acceptance from dealing with your difficult parents. So, the journey to self-compassion actually came through my relationship with my difficult parent. And they say when you come to therapy, the issue you come in with is your pain point and, of course, where the bleeding is. But eventually, it really becomes the place where a lot of overall healing comes in, not just the point where the spot was bleeding, if that makes sense. And when I'm listening to a lot of other YouTube videos and podcasts and books, the content is honestly so serious and sad and honestly kind of dry. And I'm not saying it's a topic that we want to make light of, but I've found in doing my own work that it can't be so serious and heavy all the time. That part of this process should involve leaving room for fun and the joy that comes through dealing with this in the end. And just a disclaimer that even though I'm a licensed therapist, this podcast isn't a therapy session, and always encouraging you to seek out therapy or one of my coaching workshops, groups, or anonymous 12-step programs, and any and all coaching you might need to feel stable while you journey through this. Because there's one thing I've learned is that it stinks and it's super heavy to deal with alone. So also in this podcast, I did decide to disclose a lot of personal anecdotes, and I wouldn't normally do this as your therapist, but I also came to conclude that I had to use examples to evoke the emotions and paint the picture of what is commonly felt with dealing with a difficult person. Laundry listing symptoms just doesn't get the point across, and honestly, it isn't really very interesting.